do the things they do for this community and make it extremely special. To my way of thinking, there's no place on earth that's like Palm Creek. We have a gentleman with us today that found it necessary to escape the Michigan weather conveniently to come to Palm Creek. He's the COO of Sun Communities, John McLaren.
Thank you, Wendell. You know, it's funny because my boss and my wife are both starting to notice that I'm getting out here an awful lot. And so I told my wife this morning, she sent me a text because she was busy doing some soccer with the kids and said, "How's the weather out there?" And of course I told her it was 50 and raining. Just to kind of ease things up for me. I don't usually write notes for a speech, but I felt it was necessary that I really think about this because I've been here 4 times now, and echoing Wendell, I'm simply amazed at Palm Creek. We have 183 communities throughout our portfolio, and I've never seen anything remotely like this anywhere in America. And it's truly remarkable. So, the first thing I want to say, I hope that everybody's had a wonderful winter here. And
we're not leaving.
You're not leaving? That's great. I like hearing that too. And I really appreciate you calling Palm Creek your winter home, because I know that that's a big decision to make on where you want to be. And I hope that you all will continue to come for years to come. Like I said, Palm Creek is really a remarkable place. And really what makes it most remarkable, as I thought through this, is everybody in the community. And what separates Palm Creek from everybody else is the sense of community that we have here. So I wanted to think through, what are some of the things. The question I asked myself as I was writing some notes was, what inspires me about Palm Creek? And what are the different activities? And I'll apologize in advance if I happen to miss one. It's not on purpose, but I wanted to think about some of the things that I'd seen directly and been a part of. And I'd say the first of which is being the charitable work that happens here by all of you. It's incredibly inspiring to see a group that comes together like they do, like you all do here at Palm Creek, and the things you do from the cancer awareness event, which I personally was able to attend. That was beautiful with the balloons glowing. My wife was with me. We had a wonderful time. The recycling that goes towards the food bank. I mean, how many? 100,000 cans or something like that? 100,000 cans every year. I mean, I mean, imagine that in the middle of Palm Park right now. That's a lot of cans. A lot of cans. A lot of beer cans. The foster children program. I mean, just to name a few, it's a wonderful example of what everybody in the country could be doing and should be doing, and it's our obligation to do that and to continue that charitable work throughout the country. So that's one of the first things that inspires me. I think about the type of amenities that we have here with the sports complex and the pickleball courts. And I was out here a couple of weeks ago in the amazing tournament. I think it was 417 players at the pickleball tournament. And Mark and Gary did a great job, and everybody that was involved in that, and the team, and organizing, planning that, and executing that. It was like precision. It was pretty neat to watch. I've had the opportunity to look through some of the craft areas like pottery, and I want to say thank you because the potters gave me a mug that had a turtle, which is my all-time favorite animal. So I'm looking forward to bringing that back, and I'm looking forward to bringing Karen's gift back as well. We had a nice tour. Thank you to Jim at the Stained Glass Club yesterday. Really just incredible workmanship that goes into that. John Ross, where's John at? He's in there. I'm not going to, we don't need to find him. He's here somewhere. But just what you do and the teams with the ballooning, I mean, that's a neat little signature thing that we do here at Palm Creek. I think he was out this morning flying as well. The quilting and the sewing room. You know, frankly, I have to say it reminded me a lot when I went through there a couple weeks ago. It reminded me a lot of my mother and my grandmother, who were both really big into quilting. And it was a nice memory to bring back as I saw some of that beautiful work. And of course, our wood shop and the craftsmanship. But again, most important, the culture is the number one quality, is the biggest thing here at Palm Creek, and the sense of community. And like I said, of any resort that I've been to in the country, I've never seen anything like it. And it's really what makes Palm Creek Palm Creek. So real quick, I want to tell you a little bit about Sun, because that's some of the questions that have come up, is who are we, what are we about, what's our plan, what's our philosophies, things like that. And to just tell you about the company, the nuts and bolts, we've been in business for 38 years. We've been public since 1993. We own 183 communities throughout the country in 24 different states. So we're large. But that sort of culminated with 47 communities that we've bought in the last 20 months across the country, most of which have been RV resorts. We've sort of segmented now into the northeastern United States as more summertime resorts, campgrounds and that sort of thing, but some great locations like Cape Cod, Cape May, Old Orchard Beach in Maine. Okay, and I know some of you are probably familiar with those locations, and they're great destinations. We're a public company. We're traded on the New York Stock Exchange. But really what separates us from our competitors is this. Everything we do at Sun, and I know that a lot of chief operating officers and leaders give this, frankly, a lot of lip service. Only time for all of you will show that I mean exactly what I say, and you will see that, is that we follow our customer service philosophy. And there was a time where we had customer service plaques in our offices and communities that had 10 or 11 bullet points. I can't even remember how many they had. And it really kind of hit me one day when I asked the manager, I said, what's our customer service philosophy? And they couldn't remember what it was because it was 10 bullet points. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was. So we made it really simple, and you've heard this before, and it's to treat others the way you want to be treated. And that is our customer service philosophy. And that's all we need to do. That's all we need to do. If we put the shoe on the other foot when we think about a situation or whatever it might be, and think about that, how would I like to be treated? Usually the end result is very positive. So, although I know it's difficult to point to customer service in a profit and loss statement, it's in there, okay? And it's amazing what happens to an organization when you stay true to that philosophy. The ways that we live that philosophy at Sun is we have demonstrated over and over again the ability to successfully improve the lifestyle, the quality, home values for our residents nationwide because of what we put back into our communities. And I was going to save it for the end, but I really think, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I think that everybody's going to be delighted, very delighted, when you come back in the fall with the projects that we have and that we're going to be doing this year. It's a significant investment. Okay? We have always markedly improved the quality and the appearance. It's pretty exciting. My boss is kind of trying to hold me back a little bit, but it's the sort of thing where you just do it and then you tell him what you did, you know, rather than ask. So I always get in trouble with that, but that's okay. I can get my butt kicked every once in a while. It's fine. But we have markedly improved the quality and the appearance of every acquisition we've ever had. Really, when I think about treating people the way that you want to be treated, we inspire the very best team in our business. There's no question. And what tells me that is one of the things we've been able to do as an organization is we have doubled the promotions from within in our company, which, as you know, as you're training and you're developing your people and your team, when that starts to happen, it's really pretty powerful, and it all translates into what actually happens into the resorts and the communities. And we've built a strong and healthy company, okay, both from what we do on the ground financially, every different way, okay, to what we've become. Now, there were tough times for Sun, there were tough times for the industry, but what we did to fix that was we turned our attention to our customers. And when we did that, like I said, the results have been remarkable. So you can really count on us to use this philosophy to help make Palm Creek an even more remarkable place. And that's our goal, is to support that. With that, I want to say thank you first off to the leadership and staff and all the activities teams that we have here at Palm Creek. Thinking about Wendell, Jim, Diane, Dora, Ann, Linda, Yogi, Marilyn, Gary, Nancy, and I know there's a whole bunch of other people. But I really appreciate everything that you all do here at Palm Creek. Finally, once again, I want to thank everyone for calling Palm Creek your home. Like I said, we have some really neat surprises for you when you come back in the fall. So tell all your friends, okay? Because really, I think you're going to be blown away when you come back. And I very much look forward to seeing everybody, meeting everybody here today, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.